Welcome back to Alternative Reality Gaming. I'm your host, Lenny, and if you're lucky, one of my furry co-hosts will join us today. Your stream will begin shortly. Enjoy. Alright, we are playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 again today. We are going to be playing on the Grand Utopia 1-to-1 scale Fantasy Island map. We've been working our way from the ground up. We do have our own truck now, but we are still doing quick loads until we can fix it up. Has about 60,000 euros in damages that need to be fixed still. So I have 16,299. It's going to take a while to get there. So let's grab some quick jobs and get on going. Still just kind of exploring. Everything in white. I have seen everything in black. I have not. So I kind of have been just clicking in areas that are pretty heavily unexplored. And I click until I can find a short enough load to where it's like 20-30 minutes or so. I don't want insane, crazy long loads. All right, so we got this one here. Looks like it's about an 11-minute run. I can reroute it and stuff, make it take longer, but then also explore more stuff. So for the most part, that'll work perfect. Let's grab that one. Alrighty, it starts me off super tall, like always. So I will adjust the seat down some and forward so that I can actually see out the windows when I look left and right. Other than that, we need to lower the steering wheel so it's not quite so in my face and do the mirrors. I usually go until I can just barely see the truck. You're in the truck, so you don't really need to see it. You know where it's at. At least I hope you do. The little ones I go all the way out as far as they'll go, mostly so that when the trailers are at full turn, you can actually see them. Barely, but you can. um, Front ones, at least the side one, I don't think has a purpose in the game. I think that's more for seeing pedestrians. And the front one, really, I kind of want to see like the whole front end. I can't always do that. I forgot to start the truck. Horrible, horrible me. All right, it is ready to go. Kind of want this wheel down somewhere still. All right. So we got a GPS on the dash. Looks like the exit's over here. I believe I've actually delivered here before now that I'm thinking about it. It was like right in the middle of the road. Yeah, there's the white straight to it. All right, so what we want to do is explore as much as we can. So we're gonna force it to reroute. Oh, probably some of the more stupid routes, just out of the way. Um, that actually kind of works. But eventually we'll end up getting a load that'll take that last little bit. Um, Trying to get it to, there we go. This little section we'll leave alone. But that should work. Gets us up to a 17-minute run. Like we don't necessarily need to take the highway either. Like that could, instead of going that way, it could actually just go this way. Kinda. There we go. You know, it still does kind of force you onto the highway. I don't know how I'm gonna get this last bit really, but I think that's pretty good. That's the majority of the city. There's this section over here that's gonna be a harder one to tag on its own. It looks like it almost is after our load, like it's farther delivery. So not much we can really do about that. Kind of looking at this, whether or not, because like I could almost go that way. And I think that leaves a little bit less, kinda. I don't know. Because, I mean, this one and this one have more of a chance to have loads going to it because those are actual delivery spots. It's these other ones that have nothing along them that I constantly try to do. Let's go with this one. I think that's fine. Exit here in between these little green pylons. Gotta get as close as we can without actually hitting them. Guess I'm on the inside edge too. They look like they're actually gonna give us some problems. I just hit it pretty hard too. Oh, I hit the inside ones too, but they just broke off, it looks like. Whoops. Doesn't look like we took any serious damage. Kinda explains why it didn't route us this way on its own. I did not hit anybody, so I don't know why the alarm was going on, but a lot of the park traffic, when they have an impact, the alarms go off. So it could have been something like when it was spawning, it just jiggled too much and it triggered the impact alarm type deal. I have seen that happen a few times. Kind of like the situation in the one episode where my trailer got stuck in the awning. Same kind of situation when they spawn. They like spawn in a parking block or something and it treats it like an impact. Beautiful shoreline. I get these are supposed to be break walls. They stop the waves from eroding at the coast as much. Looks like we got a monster container ship out in the harbor there. Still feel like they would look a lot bigger. Because, I mean, that thing looks like it's maybe a mile out. I don't know, maybe half mile even. Caught that curve a little bit. This is definitely not the most friendly route with all these pylon things to get caught on. But it's a very pretty route, especially like the storm. You can see the lightning crap off on the water. And you got these actual loaded containers that are closer. I just feel like, I mean, I guess maybe not. I was gonna say these containers look really small compared to like the containers I'm hauling, but I guess really it kind of is distance, just making it look really tiny. hit an invisible wall. Thank you. No here, nothing, good. Right before the gates go down, an invisible wall pops up, and if you are unlucky enough to be crossing right as that happens, you just slam into this invisible wall and it stops you. It fucks your truck up, and it's a little discombobulating because your brain doesn't really know how to process that. Doesn't see anything, but all of a sudden it just snapped into whiplash. Just whatcha? Does look like we ended up merging into a small section of highway, kinda. Maybe not. This kind of looks like their country road thing for the game. I don't know if that's really what France looks like, but they make it that it's kind of like this is like a bus lane or some shit, and then you have this one lane, so you're not actually supposed to be in that lane, but it is kind of a lane, not a shoulder, at least from what I can tell. Apparently their highways have massive roundabouts that are just merges, like on-ramps. This is a clusterfuck. What the hell? They couldn't have had me go straight through and get on? Like, what a fucking waste. If this was my actual city and I seen that, I would be furious as a taxpayer. Because that was definitely like one of the more pointless on-ramp structures. If they're trying to slow traffic down, they could have just used speed bumps. So it is a 50 zone through here. Slow down some, be respectful of the construction workers, even the digital ones. I've seen both of those lightning strikes, nice. And those. Seems like they're almost always on top of each other, so if you get lucky enough to look directly at one. And that one was out of my peripheral, so I couldn't get to it fast enough. Still 90. I feel like I'm gonna roll if I was doing 90 through one of these turns. Now it's a 70. So I would have been trying to correct my speed while coming into a turn. That's not very safe. Is that like a legal U-turn? Like a marked legal U-turn, I guess is a better way to put it, because like we can do unmarked legal U-turns all day long, just wherever the fuck we want. Hang a Yui. Forget something at home, hang a Yui. it's 90 still. I can't even get up to it. There we go, we're right at it. I don't like setting my cruise right at the speed limit though. It kind of looks like they want me to go around this roundabout. To the left though. Ooh, what the hell? It is so dark I can't see shit. I don't know if that was the sun that did that or what. I couldn't even see those cars. I was looking at the GPS. I don't know how I didn't destroy everything. I think I like clipped a car. I did take damage. I couldn't even see them. I was getting ready to just rip around that roundabout, and then all of a sudden I was like, cars! I was even looking right at it. What you gonna do? I get in real life, that's not an option, but luckily this is a game. And that's why I don't do this for a living. We're only doing 66, so we're still good. Looks like we got another container ship out there in the harbor. Can't tell if it's loaded or unloaded, but kind of looks empty. Or it's a fishing boat, and that's why it's empty. Oh, so you take damage for hitting those cones in the road. Even though in real life a cone wouldn't even really hurt your car if you hit it at speed. Looks like they're gonna wait for me. That China shipping truck's pretty cool looking with the sanyo front end. So this load I am definitely gonna get into a little bit of trouble for hitting a car and hitting a little cone that was in the road. Something about this time of day makes the road appear really dark. I don't know what it looks like. Okay, it actually looks pretty dark for you guys too. I don't know. Maybe it's the shadows from like the clouds and stuff. It kind of looks like maybe that's what's going on. The road, something to do with the rain, it just seems really dark compared to, I guess it's 7:30 at night, so it is actually starting to kind of get late. But if it's summer, 9 o'clock, it's like 9 or 9:30 is nighttime, so even then we're not that close to where it's getting dark yet. Okay, so it looks like that last one there is where I gotta deliver. See, I can't even see the grass right now to know if there's a ditch, to know if this is a safe spot to turn around in. Front end didn't really drop in, so I think I'm okay. Not the smoothest turnaround, but... More Husky Logistics. It's a nice building. Looks like we're going to be having a pull through over here again. I do have this set to random, so it's kind of strange that it picks the pull throughs so often. Instead of the hard ones, it seems to always pick easy. Alrighty, hit the parking brake. It is actually getting kind of like dusk, so yeah, it's kind of dark. Alright, well, let's drop the legs on this thing and go home then. We'll skedaddle. So 17 minutes. It did take 4% or 5% damage during the run. Yeah, 5%. It still says on the thing. But what? How am I not on the hook for that? I mean, I'm not gonna ask questions, but like, that's not a mod or anything. I can't do anything to get rid of that, and it's still weird. Okay, well, that was a pretty short run, but they've had a couple longer episodes like before this one, so it's probably a little bit of a break for you guys. So peace till next time. If you liked today's episode, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, as it goes a long way to helping the channel to grow. Thank you.